this win for me is, I've always looked at Israel Adesanya as the benchmark. Now, Izzy became champion a long time ago, and I've looked at him and always knew this is where I need to be if I want to be the best in the world. This is the benchmark, and he said it. Like I said, he's one of the greatest to ever do it. This fight for me is going to put me in that position. This is where I take over as one of the greatest to ever do it. This is where my years of building and climbing that ladder is coming to a point where I am now the guy that's one of the greatest to ever do it. Like I said, with Izzy, he's done such incredible things in the sport. So for me, this fight, it's just like beating Robert Whittaker was. It's a fight that people don't think you're going to win. It's a hard fight. I'm fighting against arguably one of the best middleweights ever. And I have to go out there and prove that I am that guy. So that's what this fight's going to mean to me. This fight's going to mean that I told you I belong here. Dricus du Plessis is now in the conversation of being one of the greatest middleweights ever.
Ferrari, hein? Gostou, né, mano? Falei pra você, mano. Botar uma conversão com o Mario já era.
If this fight happened in Bellator, everyone would be saying he's fighting a can.
Mate, let's be real about that. He's fighting. If this was in Bellator, he'd be fighting a can. How so? Let's engage that. How so?
He didn't really elaborate. I mean, I'm sure he...
What he's trying to do is talk out of his arse and make it that he's more elite than me. 7 wins in the UFC. 14-0 undefeated. I've beaten 3 ranked opponents. I am on my way to be a world champion. There's a reason why everyone's talking about me being one of the best prospects this sport's ever seen. MVP is coming to the UFC to try and legitimize his career at Bellator. I'm going to end that on Saturday night.
He was hoping that Kevin Holland dealt with me so he doesn't have to hear my name again. And, you know, he keeps climbing and moving forward away from having to deal with this headache, this Rubik's Cube of a fight that's long. So I just think, yeah, it was a bit of an avoidant move. And he's still trying to play that card, which is stupid because he's fighting me. But, yeah, I just think it's more hope that someone else has to deal with me.
Faz o Conor McGregor. Como faz Poatón? Olha, mãos para alto e grita. Como faz o Max Holloway? Como faz o Max... You want to do this? Let's go! This kid is awesome. Back down.
Now though that being a Khamzat fight, you know, has had a lot of trouble, you know, coming to fruition, you know, he sort of said, oh, we'll see you soon, those sorts of things. Is that a fight that you would be happy to reschedule?
Well, I will say, like, so see you soon is like, where? You can't get into any country. Where you going to see me, bro?
Middle East. The Middle East, and that's it.
Yeah, when I'm in the area, right?
Yeah.
It's so yeah, that's tricky to start with. But mate, I'm a middleweight, and I don't pick my fights. If that's a fight the UFC wants and still are interested in making, and you know they want me to, it's what I do.
I'm 100% in, and the old Charlie Olives. I think that's a fight that the fans over here in this side of the world would love to see. But yeah, well, let's see if he takes the cake and signs on the dotted line.
Okay, here we go.
It's amazing, you know, I'm proud of the place I come from, and it's really, really beautiful to watch this kind of events, you know, for Mexico, and I'm just so happy.
What kind of testing are they doing for the fight? Have you even been told? Because I'm wondering how hot Jake's running right now.
Well, he's got to be hot. If he went from, 210, if he really did go to 230, he had to use something. I don't know how the testing is going to be. They may test me and not test him. That's fine. I've fought people who are on it. I know I've trained with people who are on the juice. It is what it is. You can test me any day of the week. I eat chicken and steak, and I eat rice, and I train, and I just love to fight. So it's just more of a mentality thing for me.
Anybody think I can't do jiu-jitsu? I ain't got no rolling skills. Just come to the school. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get that real good. You know what I'm saying? Come get to school. We're in Cala Mesa. Come roll. You'll get to experience it for yourself.
Sarukian has been suspended 9 months for throwing a punch at a fan during his walkout at UFC 300.
That's crazy, dude. I don't like it. You know why I don't like it, Kamaru? Is what about the fan? The Nevada State Athletic Commission should probably have armed guards all along to the side, but you can't find somebody that's emotionally getting ready to fight, and then you're fining them $25. You say, hey, if you want to do this anti-bullying for 6 months, maybe we'll reduce your sentence. It seems unfair, Kamaru.
Islam said he wants to turn around very quickly and fight. Now that throws you off that. You can't fight Islam now. I know a lot of fans feel like because we are fighters, that it's okay for them to just be rough or do whatever that they want to do with us. You catch us on a bad day, we might show you about that life too. So,
There's nothing that needs to be discussed when it comes to Sean Strickland. He's just leave him be. Just let him go.
Oh, that's not a fight that you want eventually, no?
I think he's mentally unwell and having a breakdown publicly, and I think we need to Leave him be.
Keep them. Hey, 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 hey. Hold me. I think it. Hey, hey, hey.
What are you? Oh my gosh, Daddy!
What? That wasn't it.